Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So yes, I didn't I thought I would have put a video up yesterday, but I just didn't really feel like it, so I didn't. So there it is. I told you guys I've always been honest with you. I just didn't feel like seeing her face or reading anything about her, so I took the day off. Alright, so today we're going to get into some Reddit. There's going to be some goodies in here. I've been on here for a while. Move Suspicious says, busted. This isn't the first time Alex used a faint line pregnancy test as clickbait. Yeah, she's done that before. Back in 2023, she almost said this same exact thing, nearly word for word. Tell me she doesn't bait the TTC community and use a pregnancy story time for views. Yep. Faint line pregnancy test 2023. 2025, I thought I was pregnant. Just like I can't help myself and I see a super faint line. Tell me that I'm not like going cuckoo, and like he's like, no, I see it too. Yes, sure. Super honest, and he looks at it and he's like, yeah, like that's a faint line. Oh, fuck, she's annoying. She knows. Let me drop the word pregnant in my title and I'll get views for it. Alright, so Move Suspicious says, and this right here is why you're despised on the internet. Do you think? Do you think? Oh God, if only, I wish I knew who Move Suspicious was. I would like to thank her because she's fucking brilliant. Anyway, stop acting like people are fat shaming you and they hate you for no reason because of your weight. No, bitch. We can't stand you because you're a lying sack of shite. You abuse your platform and hurt people. She does this type of shit knowing she has a TTC following. Sitting here playing with innocent women's emotions just for effing views and money. This is vile. Yeah, well, she's vile. To get on camera both times acting like it's a heart-to-heart chat, calling it a story time, making these vulnerable women who are fragile when it comes to this highly sensitive personal subject upset, putting these women through an emotional roller coaster without any F's given, just so she can get clicks on her faked recycled story. If you watch her vlog from 2023, she's in her car and saying that she took a test randomly several days before her missed period. Then says she saw a faint line and posts the pregnancy test on the screen. She says she went to get yarn and he said he saw the line too. But then when she tested again, it was false. Sound familiar? This bitch literally lies about everything just for content. Yeah, and because she's a master manipulator. Making up these pregnancy stories and making sure to put in the title of her video and show the pregnancy test in her thumbnail. This bitch has no limits. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. Clearly, she will go as far as she wants in order to harm people emotionally without any conscience. This is why she's loathed. Oh, so true. Why she's dangerous and needs to be off the internet. She shouldn't be allowed to cause mental health issues to people like this. It's very serious and disturbing, especially to target her TTC fans directly in this evil way. She knows no boundaries and she needs to be cancelled. From your lips to God's ears, darling. Move Suspicious, I think you should have your own channel. Reaction channel. I think you'd be wonderful. Kindly Elk says it was clearly a made-up story. She said she showed it to Nancy first, and as her story went on, she said they showed it to Yar when he came home. Then the story changed when Nancy came over. Her and Yar showed her mother. Sounds like she was trying to get Yar on baby board with Nancy there for backup. I can see her and Nancy now trying to convince Yar this mentally stunted woman should have another baby. Alex is manipulative and it should be studied. Yep, so manipulative and should be studied. Move Suspicious says, yeah, she was lying. She never looked directly at the camera. No, she didn't. As she was darting her eyes all over the fucking place, plus touching her face, which indicates deception. The entire thing was bullshit and I knew it sounded familiar, so I went to go dig. Sure enough, it matches what she did during TTC last time. She's so fucking disrespectful. Kindly Alex says, also, Alex is too weak and wimpy to be able to handle thinking she was pregnant. Getting all excited, then disappointed. She would have been crying on the couch for days. No way she took this false pregnancy test so easily. Move Suspicious says, both stories were made up for content. She made sure to use it in the title and thumbnail for shock value. This is why Alex is despised, because she's evil as fuck. Thank God someone sees it like me. She has no soul. Nope. The more we see who she is truly within, the more disturbing it is that she's still on the damn internet. Tell me about it. She literally did this 2 years ago. Notice the title of the video, the faint line, including the pic of the pregnancy test in the thumbnail. All was for clickbait. I promise you this bitch is calculated as fuck. Nothing is genuine. Nothing is honest. Sad Airline says, I clearly remember this video. It's the first thing I thought of when she posted the recent vlog. Also, in her recent vlog, I don't even see the line, and neither do I see the lines. There was literally nothing there. She's scamming the TTC community for sympathy and views again. And Move Suspicious says, yep, that was her way of getting her fat ass foot back in the door with them. This bitch is diabolical. She has no moral decency or standards. Of course she doesn't. I mean, her sister, example. Most people would feel guilty to pull this stunt, especially knowing that how delicate of a topic TTC is. But not Alex. She's a heartless. See you next Tuesday. That she is. Now, 2 years later, she does it again. Puts it in the title, shows the pregnancy test in the thumbnail. She's a heartless. See you next Tuesday. The lies run so deep. Data Aggravating says, all these lies and her views are still the same. She'd rather lie than put in effort and give decent content. Yep. Move Suspicious says, she is lazy and recycles old shit she's done in the past that got views. She does this all the time. Surprised she didn't have braided pigtails and fake cry. Calligrapher Latte says, how does she sleep at night? Oh, she sleeps fine, love. I think she sleeps fine because she doesn't see, narcissists don't see themselves as doing anything wrong, and they don't see themselves as being narcissists. So I think she sleeps quite well. Also, that fake tear touching of her eye did give away lies. Move Suspicious says, right, she was probably just scratching her nose but used it for the thumbnail because it looked close enough to wiping under her eye. The girl is strategic as fuck. Yep, it's disgusting. It's actually scary what she will do for views and money. This story time was identical to the one she told the other day. That was 2 years ago when she was TTC. Okay, we've read that a couple of times. Okay, so it's hard for people to know the truth about her because she silences so many people. She has comments limited on her Instagram and she deletes comments on her YouTube left and right. The reactors do their best, but their channels aren't really big enough to reach a significant audience. I wish a bigger channel would cover things like this, like the channel the other day that had almost 1 million subscribers that covered her GBS vlog. More people need to know the truth. The more the merrier, I say. Move Suspicious says, yeah, I wish the Dad Challenge podcast would cover Alex, but he doesn't know the deep dive. No, it needs to be a bigger channel. But they need to do their research first or else it's pointless. They also need to go hard on her with facts, not like Obese to Beast being afraid to say shit. That's so true. Yep, she is running out of content and recycling old stuff. It's so gross to use her TTC audience like this though. I mean, she already exploits Anderson for views and monetizes off WW content. She repeats the same bullshit over and over. She'll go and see what her highest ranking videos are and then try and recreate them just for her TikTok. She'll repost that viral video she had in hopes to get views. Again, because she's washed up and irrelevant. But to go this low, to use the TTC community just for her pockets is pure evil. And that's what she is. To me, she is pure evil. Move Suspicious says, let's not forget... it's not Move Suspicious. Ruro Shaggy says, let's not forget her miscarriage video from 2023. Move Suspicious says this. I didn't include that only because she claimed she miscarried, but yes, I don't believe the story either, and it was 100% for clickbait also. She did the same thing. She posted herself fake crying in the thumbnail, put it in the title, and showed her pregnancy test, all for views. This girl is so sneaky and corrupt. Thank you for this pic. This girl is so effortless. She repeats the same shit. Okay. Why don't I understand? Well, that's coming over and over. ARH1 says, there was no faint line on either of those tests. This is clickbaiting and flat out lying for attention. Alex's only non-food related specialties. I looked too. I couldn't see any faint line. Yep, she's TTCing for views. What a disrespectful piece of shite. No platform says, and considering Yar showed no emotion or interest, yeah, when she took the test that showed she was pregnant with Anderson, I doubt in either of those cases he would actually say anything to her about the tests, that if she even actually showed him the tests. I don't think she did, and she's trying to make it seem like he wants another kid. Of course she's going to make it seem like he wants another kid. He eats the same thing that she eats now too, doesn't he? Alex, all jokes aside, why the hell did you have a kid? Hang on, what's this one? Move Suspicious says, Alex, all jokes aside, why the hell did you have a kid? Last year, you left him in a bouncer in a poopy diaper just to hang a garland. This year, you put him in daycare to decorate for 7 hours straight. You're not a mother. You're a selfish, neglectful piece of shite who's big AF. Yep, that's the weight loss right there. Yep, weight loss right there. Crazy fucking eyes, man. Crazy eyes. At this point, just give Anderson to someone who will love him. Between making him nap and putting him in his daycare, this bitch is never with her son. This entire vlog was Alex decorating, not giving a single fuck about her 15-month-old son, who was not even walking yet. Just selfishly cluttering up her house with more junk, making the playroom off limits now as well. Yeah, by putting a effing Christmas tree in there for Anderson to pull down. Clearly, he can't crawl anywhere in the house. She hasn't baby-proofed anything or made it remotely toddler or kid-friendly. She gives 0 Fs about her son advancing or growing. Nothing in the entire house is for him. Just keep him contained and asleep. Put him in daycare and pawn him off so that Alex can have her tacky Christmas decor and a little Debbie cakes with her cozy repetitive Christmas movies she's watched 100 times each. This FBOTCH disgusts me. She is massive still. I mean, look at the screenshots. But the audacity to put her child in daycare just to decorate all effing day and then ignore her son, most likely putting him to bed at 5 p.m, right, when he gets home. I've never hated anyone on the internet like I do this neglectful, obese, TRACH. Sorry, Anderson, you don't get to enjoy a Christmas tradition. It's not a magical for you. I mean, most parents try to create something special for their kids during the holidays, but not Alex. It's all about her immature, stunted FAT ass. Oh, and yes, I caught when she said babies, plural. Yes, that was intentional. Also, she's manifesting a girl with the pink decor in her office. Bitch, you're so transparent. I agree with that. I think she is trying to manifest a girl with the pink stuff. That's lovely right there. Looking quite hefty, Alex. She's becoming the largest she's ever been, and she'll only even be bigger. Having a child was the worst mistake, and she's never going to be able to cope without stuffing her face more and more. Yep, I looked back in her old vlogs to see when she put the most weight, and it wasn't because of her breakup with Alan, and it actually was in 2019 after her fallout with Mark. I think she was secretly in love with him, and when that friendship left her life, she turned to food and gained rapidly. Then she met Yar and steadily kept gaining. He didn't fix her brokenness like she thought. She gained another 100 pounds. Then she lost Gabby, which also made her gain more weight. Alex eats when she's suppressing something, wanting a daughter, but having a son is making her extremely resentful. She eats when she can't control things in her life. Having Anderson is turning out to be her biggest regret. She's the most miserable she's ever been. Standard Girl says she was definitely in love with Mark based on body language and her behaviour around him. Yeah, she was always all giddy around him. Miv Suspicious says, yeah, it was so obvious. When he left her, she gained 100 pounds that year. And Deleted says, yep, I know this. She never talked of his girlfriend, even said this is Mark's girlfriend, I don't know her name, on the vlogs. I thought that was strange, not realising At the time, she was probably jealous of their relationship. Standard Girl says, yeah, the tension and mutual resentment was tangible. The girlfriend intuitively felt Alex was after her man, didn't buy the friendship narrative for one bit. Now I want to watch that again There was so much body language clues and awkward behaviour in those Mark clips. Deleted says, well, he wasn't bad with the flirting too, mind you. He was doing well on his part as well. Not that I'm giving Alex any leeway, but I'm just saying he was flirting with her too. I actually watched one recently where I noticed her not even acknowledging Mark's girlfriend when she was in the vlog with them. That raised a huge red flag for me. Yep, it's one of the reasons she hates being a mother. Gender disappointment to the extreme. She acts like it's his fault. I highly doubt any doctor would do IVF with gender selection to ensure a girl as big as she is. Besides, I'm not sure she would have the funds for that. Oh, I think she would. I think she does have the funds for it. Them back boobs like glitter and lasers. Yep, just ooh. Beefy girls. Filters must be taking a break. It's got to be hard work to take off 200 pounds. Oh, God, that photo. Yeah, the face of a manic psycho. I love you, Move Suspicious. We think so much alike. Zem says, terrifying. This chick needs inpatient treatment. Yep. Move Suspicious says, seriously, ASAP. The way she acts, just over putting plastic shit in her house, sweating and manic over every little thing. Meanwhile, her son is being babysat by strangers, so she can do this. How other mothers can watch her with any respect is beyond me. If I like her and saw this immediately, I'd unsubscribe for the simple fact that she has a toddler and is still this selfish. Wild Ordinary says, don't call her a mother, please. It's an insult to mums. She's a POS. So Anderson's space is that little spot in the kitchen where the drink fridge is, where are his toys? Hidden, just like Bruno's toys. Yeah, in the cabinet in the playroom, so he can't get to it because we don't want anything messing up the aesthetic. That's right. No, I don't. I'm saying how other mums... Oh, hang on. Move Suspicious is commenting to... Don't call her a mother, please. Okay. No, I didn't. I'm saying how other mums, referring to myself as a mum, like as a mother myself, I don't understand how other mums watch her and don't get pissed off. I have 2 boys and I cannot fathom liking this BITCH, knowing the shit she does, even if I did watch her and liked her, but then started noticing this shit she does to Anderson as a mum, I'd stop watching her. So I'm saying, yeah, and I don't get how other mums can condone this and laugh at this, giving her praise in the comments. So fucking bimbos, that's why. God, she's hideous. Narcissists always age so badly. Their rotten insides inevitably start to show on the outside. I love that. Jesus Christ. I didn't know, any ad says, if I didn't know this B already and stumbled onto her BS content, I would never even suspect she has a baby. I celebrate these weirdos keeping their kids off camera, but you can actually tell when most of them have kids. Alex looks like a single, obese, desperate for internet relevance, stunted weirdo. Cannot relate to this thing when I had babies. Nothing in that house is for Anderson. Nothing in that house is Anderson. He is put away in other rooms. He is not hers. He's a hobby she keeps in the crafting room. Beautifully said. This 100% agree. I have 2 boys and their stuff is all over the house, especially when they were Anderson's age. Alex never changed a effing thing since he was born. We all expected for her life to be turned upside down, and nope, she's the exact same as before. As though Anderson doesn't even exist. Her house looks exactly how she did 2 years ago. She hasn't made any sacrifices or space for that child. He isn't even welcome in the home. It's insane how her subs who have kids could applaud this shit. But they're fucking as weird as her, that's why. Did you see how she treated the handprint comment? How she treated the handprint ornament. Any other real mother would have at least wrapped it up to protect it. She doesn't give an F. No, she doesn't. Handprint ornaments don't fit her garbage ass aesthetics of boring beige and ugly bows. Exactly. The thing is still shows him, but with his Exactly. The thing is, she still shows him, but with his face covered. Yeah, hardly ever. It's hardly ever covered. We see a lot of it now. She shows him to prove he has something. Hang on. She only shows him to prove she has something to complain about. She's a mum. Yep, and pulls him out when it benefits her. Perfectly said. She's a miserable piece of shite, and her son will pay for the failures she's had. Wait until after Christmas and New Year, the way she has been going already with the massive amounts of seasonal sweet treats since the beginning of October. If there ever was a 40-pound weight loss, she is going to eat it all back, already in progress. Yep, I said that from day one. The moment she stops WW, and she seems to have been already stopped it, she is going to put it on and then some. And I'm here for it. That's why she starts Christmas early, so she can snack longer. Bingo. Bay Ray Day says, I just love that November the 1st happened on a Saturday. So yeah, likely wouldn't let her neglect their son because he said, you can do this Monday when he's in daycare. She felt so behind because her house wasn't decorated for Christmas just a few days after Halloween. Yep. I mean, Ya still lets her decorate on Sunday because she can put stuff out while Anderson napped. She did the garland on the stairs and hung the shit on the front door outside. She still found a way to ignore Anderson regardless. Yep. I was listening to a reaction channel and they implied she's using a bigger filter. At times as well to troll. Do we think she's really doing that? Because I don't know anything is possible with filters, but I'm not sure about that theory. I don't think she's purposely tried to be bigger. No, Alex is actually fat phobic. Yeah, no. There's no way. If anything, she's using the other filters to make it look the other way. That would be a possibility in theory, but it wouldn't account for the massive swelling in her face lately. Not the fat. The cheeks are getting wider, but swelling from inflammation, the pig eyes look, where the eyes disappear in the swollen tissue around the eyes. Enlarge this picture and the swelling is clearly visible. I'm not going to enlarge it, guys. If you want to enlarge it, go ahead. I'm not looking back at that crazy demented picture. Any movie says, does she even realise that the point of holidays and decorating is to spend time and have special memories with the loved ones? Since Alex only cares about herself, I'll put it in the terms she cares about. Actually being able to bond with loved ones creates the strongest long-lasting serotonin and dopamine levels, meaning you get constant steady feelings of well-being, not just temporary fleeting hits. She's such an empty shell of a human, going through the vapid motions of things and picking only the portions of it that provide short-term dopamine hits because she's a selfish narcissist. She completely misses the point of everything. No one cares that she's making herself miserable like a typical narcissist, but the fact that this FATCOW is bringing innocent babies into her misery is what bothers any normal person. And in case you were wondering why Dukas, since you have zero real empathy, it's because we have actual empathy and actually feel for Anderson, unlike you, and care about the well-being of innocent babies who do not deserve to suffer the lasting effects of a lifelong trauma and neglect. Yep. And a PDF file supporter. If you ever wonder why you are always feeling empty and different from most people, it's because of the trauma you experienced, Dukas. If you cared one iota for Anderson, you would do everything in your power to avoid him having to deal with that. Yep. And who was that? Who said that? It's a great comment. Oh, that's right. Any movie. And Move Suspicious replies, she'll never understand that. And that's why she is a lonely, depressed, morbidly obese, FATASS, always unfulfilled, looking for the next big thing. She eats to fill an empty void. She shops to fill too. And now thinks another baby will fix it all. She's obsessed with having more. Never being thankful or living in the present moment with gratitude. She doesn't even know what the word gratitude means. She can't comprehend that the holidays are special because of loved ones and memories. She talks about nostalgia and tries to recreate her childhood, but it's from her own selfish imagination of what she felt as a spoiled FAT kid, watching Charlie Brown while eating her holiday cakes, and her idea of happiness, which is really sad. Beautifully said. The fact that narcissists can't live in the present is one of the most central parts of their personality, and it really colours everything in their lives. It's super toxic, and they never appreciate anything the person next to them doesn't appreciate anything the person next to them does for them. It's only if that person leaves they realise they need those services back. But even still, there's never any actual appreciation. It's just selfish need. Yep. Revolutionary Bag says, I'm sorry, but she is huge. Yep. She is. That's a nice one. Her head just looks small in proportion to her body here. Meanwhile, we all know, that's okay, alfalfa. We all know how massive her head is too, so you can imagine just what her body is like. She's monstrous. Far palpitations. 2 times a week. The photo. 2 times a week she has cleaners. 2 times a week Sunny Boy's in daycare. She only does groceries, pick up her content in shopping, yet she can't still focus on weight loss, and she gets paid a lot for it. It's sad how obvious it is that her child is so low of the list of priorities. Food shopping and decorating are the only things that occupy, and her eating. Food shopping, eating, and decorating. In that order. Are the only things occupying her mind right now. Also, Jesus fucking Christ, she's looking bigger than ever. By the time 22/6 rolls around, she's easily going to weigh 400 pounds. Move Suspicious says, crazy that as much as she decorates, shops and tries to act happy, her body tells a completely different story. She's miserable and eating to fill the void, as fucking usual. Can she not food shop once a week, always running for a pickup so she can show us the items? I always wondered what a loaf of bread looked like. This is the biggest indicator that she doesn't have a real job. People with real jobs shop for food once a week because there isn't much time to be running to the grocery store for little items. Alex buys 1 onion and 1 tomato. Exactly. So damn true. Oh, this is a good point. Andy Wolf says, this seems like such a ritual for her with the movies and starting with the tree. Oh, bloody hell. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oh, where was I? Come on. Andy Wolf says, this seems like such a ritual for her. With the movies, starting with the tree and such, why wouldn't she have her kid with her to watch? I'm child-free, and even I don't understand why you wouldn't share such a huge tradition, even if they won't remember. Exactly. Even have him in his walker around the tree or something, or not necessarily right around the tree. She's going to be moving around it, and she won't have enough room for her ass. But have him in the room with you. You know, just have him in the room with you. Even hold him in your left arm and decorate the tree with your right. Nope, she doesn't want him anywhere near that. Move Suspicious says, she wants to enjoy it by herself. That's exactly right. She doesn't truly love anyone but her. Any other mother would want their child with them, especially when they were supposedly TTC for so long, begging for a baby, and don't forget praying. It's such a slap in the face to her TTC viewers who would have given anything for a baby. Meanwhile, she's pawning him off every chance she gets to be alone. It's insensitive and heartless. Since she's been wearing earphones, I'm going to assume Anderson is there and she's drowning him out. This is her way of not mentioning that he's been napping for those 7 hours, Prudent Tonight says. Move Suspicious says, possibly. She knows she was caught last time. She made sure to mention daycare while showing her watch, but she doesn't read here though. But she doesn't read here though. Laughing my ass off. Mental illness on full display. I feel for Anderson, that poor child. And she put that massive Christmas tree in his playroom. Yep. Without even putting a gate around it. So Anderson is going to be in his room 24/7 now. Did you hear what she said? That's the playroom for the babies? Yeah. Then acted like it was an accident and corrected herself to say, I mean baby. This bitch is so transparent and drops hints to antagonize, troll, instigate and create drama. She said this with she said that shit with intention. She knew exactly what the F she was doing by saying that. Then had all the pink stuff. Yep. But yeah, Anderson won't. Anderson doesn't get anything now. But his high chair, crib, shaking my head. This bitch. What was I going to say? There was something, about all the pink stuff she was buying. Do you remember she went and grabbed something, and I made note of it in one of the videos. It was the last upload I did of hers when she was shopping. And she grabs it, she goes, oh, I can't get that because it's blue. And I'm like, who gives a fuck because it's blue? And now I'm thinking, if Suspicious is right, I think she really is trying to manifest a baby girl, only wanting pink. Yes, she's trying to get people talking as if she could be pregnant already, which makes no sense when she just blamed not losing weight on getting her period. And yet I've noticed she's really pushing this pink Christmas office decor. She keeps putting emphasis that it's pink, as if she's going to manifest a girl for a second child. Move Suspicious says she even told her mum to buy pink Christmas decor for her apartment. Something is up. She's hinting shit like crazy. Something is in the works. I've not watched yet, but a lot of things she's doing lately is rage bait. Yep. I don't understand why she lets herself go like that. She has money, she has time, she has childcare. She could take Wegovy and lose weight in peace. Her life would be great. Instead, she wants to stay FAT. I don't understand it. She loves eating. She won't take anything to suppress her appetite. That's exactly right, Move Suspicious. She won't. She doesn't want to take that stuff because it will suppress her appetite. She wants to keep eating in a number one source of pleasure. That's right. Wild Ordinary says, but that FATCOW is such a busy mum sitting on her FAT ass. She is not even worth to use that title. She is a total POS and never gave birth to that child. FATCOW, you're a failure at everything instead of your damn decorations. Help your son walk. And by the way, your decorations are sickening, so tacky and overdone. Nothing you do looks good. Nothing, including the filtering you. You're sick. Move Suspicious says, agreed. The fact that she was proud that Anderson was in daycare, purposely announcing it as showing her watch because she reads here, and she was caught last time hiding him in the bed all effing day. So now she made sure to mention he's in daycare while she spent 7 hours on this shit. She's not a mum. She doesn't deserve that title. And this, at this point, just rehome Anderson, please. But this bitch said babies when referring to the playroom. I swear her pregnancy announcement is coming to this vile hoe. Oh, please no. Oh, Deleted said, she's insufferable. She looks huger than ever. The top right screenshot looks like she has a shrunken head because her body is so large. Not even saying it to be mean. It honestly just looks that way. She doesn't deserve that beautiful baby, and I feel bad for the TTC community that this POS got a baby while most are still struggling for a baby that they'd actually love and care for. Okay, Alfalfa says, I know. One of her moron fans said that they noticed the hint. Well, if she just had her period, supposedly she's pregnant. But probably will be soon, and I hope it's another boy. Of course, if she can try IVF for gender selection, she will. Of course, it doesn't always work. I hope she has triplet boys. And that's coming from me, no one else. Move Suspicious says, her fans are as fake as hell. If they encourage her to have more children, I feel like none of her subs actually like her. It's like they enable and purposely sabotage her by supporting her toxic behaviour. It's like when a teenager had bad influence from a friend and then parent knows that friend is bad news. They don't have good intentions for their teen. Like, we're the ones trying to challenge Alex to be better. Warn her about the outcome that we see coming, and her subs are just getting her up for failure, giving her the worst advice like it's something to someone, like guiding someone to the cliff and watching them jump off. Accomplish says she's too FAT for IVF. They may have BMI cutoffs, just like run-of-the-mill OBGYNs. She ate herself out of that, possibly. Still Weakness says, her house always looks like it's not lived in. Everything is a perfect place, like a staged home. I would never guess a kid lives there. It surprises me that she doesn't have mum guilt. Oh, how can it surprise you that she doesn't have mum guilt because she's a narcissist? Mums deserve breaks. I get that. And some mums have to work, so they need to put their kids in daycare. But she routinely puts her son in daycare to shop at Home Goods and do bullshit at home. She couldn't even decorate with her son when her husband got... She could have decorated with her son when her husband got home to help. No, it wouldn't be as easy as decorating alone, but it would have been a nice memory, but that wouldn't be content. She seems happy as a clam when when her son is not around. She regrets having him and loves when he's sleeping at daycare. This is why I advocate for him, and I call out her abuse and the neglect because it's only getting worse. Negative Tackle says, the devil loves her. You know that there are different degrees of hell in hell, right? If I were here, I'd be so afraid to die. If I were her, I would be so afraid to die. I mean, she has to answer to God for the way she lived her life, as my life and everyone else will do. To me, I don't believe for a minute that she's a Christian. I am not the ultimate judge, but the word does say, by their fruit you will know them. That's so true. Her fruit scares me. Also, greed and gluttony are two of the deadly sins. In Proverbs 6-16, God says the 7 deadly sins are detestable by God. Yikes. Is there volume on that? I'm going to do a really slow line. That. Yeah, she's fucking nut job, that Nancy. Dee Mega Doo-Doo. Oh, she's flattened all her rolls out, I see. She's flattened all her rolls out. I don't understand why she takes such dedication. Go to Lounge Set is on sale, $39.99 for both pieces. I just don't understand why she keeps wanting to stretch them out like that. We know they're stretchy. You don't need to keep doing it like that. And it's nothing spectacular. And she's on about it all the time. Oh, dear Jesus, what is that? And there. That is bad. Fuck. She's definitely wearing shapewear in these photos. Minimal back fat and a harsh panty line. Wearing shapewear is fine. However, saying you have plenty of room is extremely misleading, girly. Not only is she using shapewear, she has filters on. It's the... Oh no, hang on, there's more here. Man, these Alexandra Rodriguez comparisons write themselves anymore. This is like when... it says her clothes... Oh, no, it is Amberlynn. Yeah, man, these Amberlynn... Reed comparisons write themselves anymore. This is like when Amberlynn Reed says her clothes are flowy, yet she plucks them constantly. That's right. And there's little to no movement happening. Time to log off. And at this point, I'm speaking to myself. Induction. Alex is coming and Amberlynn Reed, and glitter and lasers is becoming a Jacqueline Aiden. The normal fats are morphing into the extra crazy fats. From August, spot the difference. You can't. September, October, November. No, there is no difference. There really is no difference. Same outfit. So she's clearly wearing shapewear in the newest clip and turned her filters up. Licking the same clothes several times, absolutely no difference. Who wears shapewear underneath a lounge set? Kind of defeats the purpose. This is literally the least forgiving colour that she could be wearing, and the top looks painted on. You know what doesn't have plenty of playroom is her front thigh fupas. Yeah, her thighs, it's like a rounded ball of fat. Like if she had Foodie Beauty fupa balls, but on her thighs, she could not pay me to show, oh God, she could not pay me to show them to everyone. Now what she was referring to are her legs that I pointed at before. Standard girl, I just posted elsewhere that she could have worn shapewear under her red birthday dress that she wore for the Christmas family photo shoot. That fabric showed every roll and bulge, even from the thighs. So she wears shapewear to shill her loungewear, but she can't even bother to put on a bra for a professional photo shoot. Doesn't surprise me at all. Satin is the most unforgiving fabric when you are even the slightest bit overweight. It highlights every lump and bump. Standard girl says, absolutely, and you would expect from a fashion influencer, I use that term very loosely, that they would not know and explain that you really need to smooth things out underneath in order to wear this fabric. When did her back get boobs? Why did she insist on wearing too small, doing in the absolute worst clothes? Why does she insist on wearing too small clothing in the absolute worst clothes? I'm a regular size 16. I do shapewear, but it's clearly really for special occasions. The special occasion is not matching sweatpants top set. She really is wild for this. I think she's filtered though. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think she has a shapewear on. I think she really does have the filters on. I really, really do think that. Okay. When she said plenty of room and it's literally clinging to her body, to me, plenty of room is a loose t-shirt, especially for loungewear. Oh, God. This is what they were referring to here. The bump of fat there. And this in here. Make it make sense. My favourite pink hoodie is on sale, wearing an XXL. Mrs. Snowflake called her out. Oh, God, look at that one. Yes, what sorcery is that Office Space? She got those filters dialed fucking in up there. I want to know what filter she uses, because that shit amazing takes off 200 pounds. Exactly, I forget this wig of you. Let me chop myself in half. Right? Who needs that weight loss stuff? Just use Big Alloway. Me too. I could filter myself from 14 to 8. Skinny queen. Ah, that's in this one here. Yeah. Absolutely filtered to the high heavens. She has no shame. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Okay. True Peach says, I really love him, Mrs. Snowflake. He's honest and holds Dookie accountable while also being funny and very good looking. I know he's a man, but I do too, and I can still admire good looks. I love Mavis and Mutthead too. Karen and Ruth are amazing. I agree. They tell the truth with some of the funniest ways, edits and cuts. You have to see their reaction channel. Please check them out. You will love them also. I also enjoy TCB. Thank you. I'm just reacting and tissue tea. Any others you recommend? Snow Reactions goes in on her. She's watched Alex since the makeup videos 10 years ago, living in Nancy's attic, and she gives hilarious stern commentary on all the Duca's foolishness. She takes long breaks though and hasn't uploaded in the past month. Okay, let's see what else. Is there anything else out there for us? Ya's song for Big Bubba. A real song from 1947. Let's watch. Alright, where's the... There's no sound though. Oh my god, every time I read it there's more and more. No, there's no sound. I'll have a click on that. Oh, this one.
Big blue eyes and tiny feet. Her name is Roosevelt McGee, and she dips the...
I can't have it on, guys. It'll be copyright.
Confess when you go to hug her, you don't know where you're at. You have to take a piece of chalk in your hand and hug away some chalk.
Oh my God, where you began. Oh my God, that is funny. Oh, that is funny. That's a good one. Love that song. That's a good one. Photos a year apart. Please point me to the minus 44 pounds. Photo, and this is data aggravating. Says photos are a year apart. Okay. Oh, those fucking annoying lips. Ugh. No. She looks the same in all of them. She looks the bloody same in all of them. You can't tell the difference between any of them. Alex has not lost weight. The picture on the wall and her background decor is only difference from Vlogmas last year, 8 months of WW lies. That's exactly right. She's wasted her fucking time. If she spent the 8 months in the gym or walking constantly a day, like an hour or two every single day, you would have seen some notice. You can't notice anything. Such a liar. Those gels. Yep. Oink, oink. Better filters from her new iPhone, so it's possible it's actually worse. Those blasted filters. I seriously hate how into herself she is. Slide 1 is so triggering, laughing my ass off. She thinks she is Marie Antoinette. I doubt Dukas knows who Marie Antoinette is. Yeah. She's not intelligent enough. Mona Maya says, I'll admit I don't really know how the filters she uses work. They must have an option for light to laughable, because how can she look anywhere up to 200 pounds different in the same day or week? So while I do see a small difference in her face, in the last shot, I don't know what the filter dial is set to. If I look at the last year, the filter fail images I've seen posted here this past week, she looks the same as she did last year, if not bigger. If she put half as much energy into her son as she does in planning and scheming to appear like she's young and pretty and thin, she is not, but is desperate to be. Her son would be able to at least stand by her now and wouldn't come off as the total lying, deceptive embarrassment she is. Hang on. Her son would be able to at least stand by now. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Ugh, Nancy. Master enabler. PDF supporter. Who posted that one? Oh, Infamous. I think it's important to understand the cycle of PDF enabling within families. It's easy to put the face upon men, but really we have to think about the women who allow men to continue. Absolutely. It's not just on the men. Let's hold women accountable in these horrific occurrences. Let's show their faces. Alex's biggest hater, typical handle says, Alex's biggest hater. She competes with her and wants her to be FAT. She hates her for being married. Disgusting. Alex will never get better without addressing the toxic relationship with her mum. Any ad says, absolutely, there's no love like a narcissist, emotionally distant mother. They cannot regulate themselves enough to realize wanting your own child, as unhappy as you are, will absolutely harm them. Zem says, and that exactly is what Alex is doing to Anderson. Continuing the generational course of narcissistic mummy cursing, attachment issues and personality disorders in their kids. So sad. So sad. Any ad says, Nancy got pregnant with Alex to keep Roger around, in my opinion. It didn't work. Then Nancy ditched the baby she didn't really want anyway, emotionally, didn't tend to her nurturing. She didn't even seek treatment for her knees, which are now in adulthood are absolutely awful looking. Please see currently where Alex repeats this same cycle as has a baby for content and only wanted a girl. When Anderson was a boy, she emotionally abandoned him, puts him in a crib, puts him in the playpen and daycare. Anderson has physical delays, in my opinion, which Alex ignores. This is why she cycles in that family. This is why the cycle in that family continues. Nancy has allowed it, and Alex will continue it. Spot on, Few Classroom says, adding that even though Ya is physically there emotionally, he's just as uninterested and unavailable as Roger was with her first father, and that romantically unavailable as Roger was with Nancy. The cycle continues. Good one. Okay. Yep, this is her over the time. Oh, God, you guys remember that one? Do you guys remember that one? Now this is something I want to address. This is so fucking bullshit, and I'm so glad for Miss Suspicious to be doing this. Wait a second. Are these the same pants she wore to the car show? Yep, same denim watch, same thick cuff at the bottom. If so, that tag she pulled off was indeed fake. Also weird how different her body looks. Does she think we think that her legs look like that? Seriously. Does she seriously think that they look like that? We know they look like this, and we know they look like that. They don't look like this. It's such a bullshit when she's trying to do that Instagram thing where she's taking her jacket on and off. Yeah, no, that's not. Look at that. She's trying to say that it's what her legs look like. Sure, Jan. I might leave it here, guys. I'll be back with more Reddit reactions, but I've got to leave it here because I've got to get going. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this with me. I appreciate you all. Please comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.